Yes, indeed, this is the special video, and actually, I just bought the Avengers on Blu-ray. And true story, I bought this using cash I got from selling my Xbox 360. Happened all in one day. I'm not really sure what that says about me as a person, as a fan, but I'm happy. To prepare for the Avengers 2, which is coming next weekend, I asked one of my best friends from school to help me review the first movie. Her name is Jessica. She is gonna go first, and then I will go. So, yeah, let's do this. Jess, take it away.
Do 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 dun 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 dun. Hello, my name is Jessica. I am a screenwriting major, and Kevin is one of my best friends, and today I'm here to talk about Marvel's The Avengers. The Avengers is directed and written by Joss Whedon, and I'm just going to bluntly say that The Avengers is my all-time favorite superhero movie, and I have been geeking out just waiting for the Age of Ultron. Just to let you all know, my top 3 favorite Marvel Avengers related films is we have Iron Man at number 3, Captain America Winter Soldier at number 2, and number 1 is The Avengers. So I remember when this was released, I was on my way to Universal Orlando. When we arrived there, my sister and I discovered there was an AMC at City Walk, and we wanted to see one of the first showings on the day The Avengers was released. All of the first showings were sold out, and the first available showing was at 11 p.m. at night. Mind you, we have already been up for 20 straight hours and extremely jet lag from flying across the country. And we got tickets anyways. We saw it at 11 p.m. It got out around 2 a.m. We didn't settle down into our hotel till 3 a.m. So that day was a really, really long day. I was up for 24 hours. And The Avengers, after seeing it, I was on like a high. I was so excited, so pumped. It woke me up. And that was also the first movie I ever saw in IMAX. So this film, I have a very vivid memory of seeing and loving it. This film captures the superheroes at their finest and not so finest moments, as they must work together as a team in order to stop Loki, who wants to release these alien demons on Earth. For a reason I'm not sure why, except that he's Loki just doing villainous things, and the Avengers must stop it. So the script, I think, is greatly written. This could have gone so wrong, so bad. For me, it was right in every single way. There is a lot of comedic parts in the Avengers, but I don't feel like it's like some movies where it's joke after joke after joke. I feel like in The Avengers, the jokes are written so well, and so it has to do with the plot, and it also shows character through the jokes when that person delivers that joke line, if that makes any sense. I hope I didn't lose anyone on that. So this script, to me, is one of my favorite scripts. I've read it many times before, and it's flawless. It combines drama, comedy, and action effortlessly, flawlessly. I love it. I just don't think it could have gone any wrong. Maybe I'm a little biased because, to be honest, when I heard Joss Whedon was directing and writing this film, it made me all the more excited to see it, because Joss Whedon wrote and created one of my favorite TV shows ever, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and he is actually the reason, not the reason, but my inspiration, my idol, as to why I would love to write for television. So I think each character is portrayed quite well. Is there a whole lot of character development? Probably not, but character development definitely lies within their individual films. However, I feel like the character development within these characters lie into needing to work together. They are so some of them, are so stuck on themselves. One is trying to learn what this world is about because he's been like asleep for 70 years. So they all come from different backgrounds, different personalities. They've never met really before or worked together before. So their character development lies within them being able to work together to stop the evil, and that it's definitely a payoff in the end. These action sequences are great. The visual effects are amazing. I do have two problems with it. One, I didn't realize this until when I was rewatching it. And Hawkeye. This is our first time being introduced to him, seeing him on screen, knowing who he's about. And I know for a fact those who maybe aren't comic book fans or weren't aware of, they thought Hawkeye was a bad guy the entire time. And I can see their confusion because Hawkeye, he is a good guy for like 2 seconds into the film, and then he is possessed by Loki. And he's possessed like the entire film, so you never know who he is. You don't know who he is as a hero. You don't really know if he's a villain or a hero. I mean, I knew he was a hero and he was just being possessed, but for those who didn't, it was quite confusing to follow, and I just don't think it was the smartest decision to introduce a new character and have him kind of be a villain for most of the film when really he's a hero. When they're fighting in New York, they're all communicating to each other through headsets, I assume, but those headsets are never established, so the whole thing, which used to be, well, it is still a very epic scene. I love that scene, the fight in New York, but when someone pointed out, like, how are they communicating to one another back and forth? Yeah. One of the most amazing things about this film, and that made me really excited for it, is that it takes all these characters and puts them together so well. This movie didn't just drop and like, oh, here's a movie we're gonna make just because, you know, money, and money is always, you know, a plus. All these films led up to the Avengers, and I think that's why Avengers was so successful. To me, the Avengers is the ultimate fangirl, fanboy, comic book lover, superhero lover, Marvel lover present. I just love this movie to bits and pieces. I get so excited whenever I watch it, and I've seen it a million times before, but I always still have that same feeling of happiness, enjoyment, excitement. It's just such a great action film, and I am so excited for Age of Ultron, so hopefully maybe that will top the Avengers, who knows. So I give the Avengers a score of 4.5 out of 5. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jess. Like so many Marvel fans out there, seeing this film come to fruition and actually, you know, hit the silver screen was a dream come true. I have been following these films since the very beginning, and I feel so lucky to be a part of this generation that gets to see these characters evolve on the silver screen. It's something that I will always cherish. 3 years ago, I saw this opening weekend in IMAX 3D. The visuals were mind-blowing and the crowd was full of passionate fans. Returning to it now on a much smaller screen, I still very much enjoyed it, but there were things I did pick up on that eluded me the first time. We'll begin with the positive stuff first though. Given how there are a lot of big characters in this movie, Joss Whedon faced the challenge of giving each character their own unique voice and equal screen time. The beauty of it all is, Whedon knows his shit. Each character gets proper screen time, and we get multiple physical and verbal brawls between characters. The best part is, it's all story-driven. The action itself is relentless, well-paced, fun, and intense, and huge props go to the sound department for making every punch, explosion, and Hulk roar sound as good as it does. And speaking of Hulk, I feel like Mark Ruffalo was born to play this role. He's a humble actor, and that translates really well to Bruce Banner. As for every other actor, at this point they are one with the soul of their character. And in Robert Downey Jr.'s case, this is his best Iron Man performance. Where I think the film could have improved is the villain, the final battle, and the cinematography. Seamus McGarvey is an inspiring DP, but the Dutch angles in this movie feel very unmotivated. Whenever I see one, I find it very distracting. When it comes to our villain, Loki is a character we love to hate. He's one of the biggest douchebags out there, but we still like him for some reason. But his goal in this movie is so generic. Literally nothing about it is unique or special. Last but not least, while the final battle delivers to fans all of these characters fighting as a team, they're never really challenged. The fight lacks emotional weight. I never once doubted they would fail. I mean, sure, towards the end everyone does look tired and overwhelmed, but it's not enough. I need to feel scared for these characters, and I wasn't. But all that said, this is the ultimate popcorn escape movie. If you're having a bad day, pop this bad boy in and have some shawarma with the team. I give the Avengers 4 out of 5 stars. Thank you very much for your time. And thank you again, Jessica. Have an awesome day.